nope, nope.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. Hello, hello, happy sunny day. What is up? So I do a lot of videos on fashion trends, you know, thrifting fashion trends, styling fashion trends, giving my opinion on fashion trends. And in all those videos, I really stress how important it is for you to wear whatever makes you happy, trend or not. I personally love getting inspiration from fashion trends and even trying ones that kind of get me outside of my comfort zone and maybe try something that I would have never tried if it wasn't a fashion trend and it ends up being like a closet staple for me. But there are some fashion trends in the past year that I have disliked for one reason or another, and I kind of just accepted I would never try until today. Yes, today I'm trying all the fashion trends I hate. Well, dislike because hate is kind of a strong word, but I want to see if maybe trying them will change my mind because you never know until you try. So I have about 8 different trends I will be trying, and they are all thrifted from ThredUp, which yes, it would have been better to just go to the thrift store and try them versus buying them, but for me to be able to make a video, it was just easier to do it this way. And any of the ones that end up not working out, I think I will probably be putting them on my Poshmark, but I have high hopes for some, which yes, I do in fact have some low-rise jeans. So you know what, let's just get into it. There's definitely a theme with kind of all these trends that I would say they're very like Y2K style, which I think is pretty accurate. I mean, based on what I'm wearing right now, I think Y2K style is very different than my personal style, but there's definitely, you know, little elements that I like here and there, but it is just interesting when I opened up all the items and I was like, oh, yeah, it makes sense. Which the first trend is metallic, and specifically silver metallic. I mean, metallic in general, I guess I'm thinking of like the sheen of it. I don't really mind, but there's something about like holographic type of metallic and silver metallic that just makes me feel so uncomfortable for some reason, like with my own personal style. I think it's because I don't usually wear silver in general when it comes to like jewelry. I mean, it's usually always gold. So I figured this would, okay, oh my God. It kind of reminds me of a Chipotle burrito wrap, like what they wrap their burritos in. It's a dress, looks like this, and looking at it, I think it's cute. Like, obviously there's absolutely nothing wrong with kind of this trend or this fashion style. It's just something I would never normally buy, and even looking at it, I'm like not knowing exactly how I'm going to style it. So it's not terrible. It's just, yeah, it's just not my style. And again, obviously I knew that, that's why I tried it. It really put the nail in the coffin that metallics just not being my thing. Obviously with this style dress, it's like a bodycon dress, which is also naturally not really my style. And I feel like there's only one time that you would wear this dress and it would be on like New Year's or something like that. Other than that, I don't know how else I would style it for it to work. And that could just be the style of dress because it is that bodycon. I mean, but again, I don't even know how I would make metallic just work in my style like casually, but I did my best, you know, put a jacket and the boots on, but this is what it looks like. So the like tie-up side pant trend, or even where it's almost like a thong string coming out of your pants, and with that like cutouts, that type of detailing for me, I don't know what it is, but I just cannot understand how to like put it together. And I think it's because with everything I wear, usually it's like tucked in. So the idea of there being like then a string that's like supposed to go on my skin just doesn't compute within my mind, but I want to try it out. So I first have these pants, which have all these like tie-ups on the side. I mean, do I wear underwear with it? I do not know. The actual pants, I think they're great. They are stretchy, they're like flare pants, but it's just this part that just does not make sense. And I've never honestly tried anything like this on my body before, so this is going to be like super outside my comfort zone. And then I have this black top where I felt like they went perfectly together and has this little like cutout, so it's really just a black tank top with then a cutout. And I mean, that's not that crazy, but it wouldn't be something I would naturally like buy. Okay, this outfit, first off, the top is way too small. Basically my like entire bra is out, and if I wasn't wearing a bra, like something else would be out. So the top, just for sizing purposes, obviously does not work, but also the cutout thing, I don't know. If I'm gonna wear a tank top, I just want all the fabric to be right there. And then the pants. You know, the pants are an interesting one because I get it. I understand why people like them. They are cool. It's interesting, it's different, and I think if you have that type of style, I mean, I think it could even go into like more, maybe a little bit of goth. If you went more that route versus Y2K, like I think it actually could look really cool. But obviously, yeah, it's not my jam. And there's something about, I guess, like pants like these that I kind of hate, where they're like flared leggings almost, and like they don't have belt loops, obviously, and I am such a like belt person that it's just super odd for me to have pants that don't have belt loops on them. And then also, like, there's kind of like extra fabric, I guess, basically on my butt, where I like want to tie it up tighter, but then there was like extra fabric. Like, it's supposed to be kind of wide, it's not supposed to be fully tight, which makes sense. Like, that's the whole point, is to like show that skin right there. I mean, I think it definitely has given me a like different perspective on the style of pants. Like, I never thought I would ever try on any pants like this, and I have, and I do think they're interesting. I actually like may keep them for potential styling videos. Like, I can kind of see it. I don't think it's gonna like be something I wear, you know, down to the grocery store or anything like that, but I can understand it. So I don't know what this is called, like the style of top, but I actually really like the style of top. If you go to my March 2021, I think, Pinterest board, I have a lot of these types of tops pinned, and although I'm saying that I dislike the style, it's mainly because, number one, I've never tried it before, and also number two, I just didn't know how it would like fit with me. I don't think it naturally really goes with my style, and I've always been curious about it. So here is the top. It's this like deep V-neck crop top thing. I truly don't know what the style is called, but I think the pattern is pretty. It's kind of like this nice pastel floral pattern, and I think the thing that gets me with these tops is there's a tie in the back, and anything that needs to be tied to be able to wear it instantly makes me upset. And I know that is so like ridiculous, but I just think in a like practical sense, if I am alone and I'm putting on this item and I'm trying to like tie it, it's just never going to be like perfectly tied, so I would never be able to wear it unless John was home and was able to like tie it in the back. So those kinds of things I usually just don't like gravitate towards. But today I am going to try it out. This top, I'm honestly not too sure how I feel about it. Honestly, the whole like tie up in the back, really not a problem. To be honest, the thing that I'm frustrated about is like, now I have like this string right there, and that's kind of annoying me. Honestly, the silhouette I think is really cute. I like the pattern. My one thing is I think I would need to like kind of tighten it a little bit more to make it kind of fit more like that, because the way that it's fitting, it's literally like folding over. I don't know if it's because I need to put like boob tape on it so it doesn't like fly around, because 100% I definitely would have like a nip slip in it, but honestly, I think it's really cute. I wanted to like it, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to like it, but I'm also not sure. And I think, again, just with like tightening it a little bit more, I think would make it then fit perfect. I feel like with this one, a lot of you are going to be surprised, and I would say my opinion has changed. Not that I'm like in love with like, I guess, the style. I just think I have a more like understanding of the different ways it can be styled, and that is crochet. Now, crochet bags and crochet, you know, sweaters and all that, I think are honestly amazing. I think when it comes to crochet tops and crochet dresses, which is what I have today, I think I've naturally just not been into them because I haven't understood how to wear them, because it's basically there's a bunch of holes in it. So like, do I just wear it with like my bra and underwear, but like all my bras and underwear are black, so like it's gonna show through, which I mean truly does not matter. But again, I think it's that practical sense where I'm just probably overthinking about it way too much. This is another one I'm kind of disappointed about. Not disappointed in like, I guess, the item, but I guess disappointed that actually kind of had higher hopes for, even though I said I don't like crochet and that's why this item is in this video. But I just thought it would like change my mind trying it on, and it could be all the colors. They are quite bright and it is very like summery spring. Honestly, I'm pretty sure I've pinned somebody wearing this dress on my Pinterest because it looks amazing on them. But like for me, just the crochet dress just like is not it. I mean, truly, I was looking at my closet trying to figure out what shoes to put with it because I was like, what even goes with this dress? I don't know. Yeah, I think I would wear it to the beach though. Like this would actually be the perfect thing to wear to the beach. All right, so I have two trends with this outfit, which I'm first gonna start with these jeans. I know you're already looking at them and just like shaking your head because these were so popular a couple of months ago. And I would say like patchwork denim, I don't like hate. I don't think it's necessarily my style, although I feel like this type of style jean is already outdated because of how fast trends go. But I actually am like kind of digging them in person, and I have paired with this bandana top. It is also kind of like a brown color, so I felt like they could kind of go together. Bandana tops, okay, this is how my brain works. I look at this and all I see is this V in the front because obviously it's like a bandana top, and I don't know what it is, but like asymmetrical and probably even cutouts. There's something about it that just does not make sense in my mind, and it just confuses me. This outfit is so not me. Oh my goodness, I feel so outside of my comfort zone. First off, the pants do not fit. I like swore I checked the waist measurement on ThredUp, but like, yeah, they're just too big. I would have to wear a belt with them, which like with this top, I just think that would look a little bit odd, although it already looks a little bit odd, which I do have to say, I didn't realize with patchwork denim, it's such an interesting feeling inside because it's like I'm feeling all the seams. It's kind of annoying to be honest, but honestly, the pants aren't that bad. Like I could totally see using them in the styling video. I don't know how. With the bandana top, like all I want to do is like tuck that in, but then it's like, that's weird. And so like it has to be out, but like that, I don't know, it just like does something to my mind. So I'm just accepting that bandana tops are just truly not my thing. So if you guys remember in my thrifting fall trends video, I had thrifted this like knit dress because knit dresses for me, I've just never really been into, and it's mainly because I'm a sweaty person and I do live somewhere that doesn't get that cold, so it kind of makes it even more worse. Whereas if you live somewhere where it like snows and you get actual winter, probably a knit dress is like the best thing ever. But even just the thought of putting on a knit dress makes me like instantly feel uncomfortable. But in that video, I had thrifted this just like, I think it was a gray knit dress, and I think in general that like knit dress style just truly wasn't my style. So I did want to give it another chance with maybe something that would be more my style. So it's technically the trend that I don't necessarily like, but in a way just gives more of the ability to work with my style, which is this knit dress right here. I mean, I really love the color. Now it is kind of like a fuzzy knit dress, so it may not be necessarily exactly the trend, because when I think of a knit dress, I think of the like typical House of Sunny dress. Wish I could like it because the people that rock it literally rock it so well, and I'm so jealous, but there's something about knit material that just like I cannot deal with. But today we are actually gonna try it. It's basically gonna feel like I'm a knit noodle. What's so sad about this one is I want to like it because looking at it, I think it's actually cute. And maybe this is just because it's like a bodycon style. I don't even think it's about necessarily the material. I think it's truly like bodycon dresses just are not my thing. But I don't even know how you can make a knit dress not be bodycon. Like I feel like all of them are kind of this style. But I will say, this material, it is pretty soft. Like I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like I'm in a blanket and it's kind of amazing. Maybe it's because it's actually been cold where I live, so I like kind of understand the hype for knit dresses. But I mean, I think it is cute, and it did change my mind about knit dresses, but I will never still wear a knit dress. Like I'm probably gonna put this on my Poshmark because I just know I am never gonna wear it, which makes me so sad because it's so cute. Now for the trend that I truly never thought I would ever try again, which is low-rise jeans. And I thrifted this pair of Express low-rise jeans on ThredUp, and they have a rise of 6.25. Just to give perspective, the measurement that is like the minimum rise that I will do in jeans is 11.5, and like 12 is like, that is it. And 12.5 is like the goal when it comes to high-rise jeans for me. And it's just honestly, I think, personal preference on what I like to feel in my jeans. Specifically jeans, I think, are just so personal to what you feel most comfortable with. As much as I've like talked crap on low-rise jeans, I felt like it probably was time for me to put them on. I did also thrift this like heart crop top theme. This is giving true Y2K energy. You know how I said I felt super uncomfortable in the patchwork denim outfit? Well, this has to take the cake for the most uncomfortable outfit I have ever worn. It just feels so wrong on my body. I first have to say the actual jeans minus the low rise are actually quite nice. They're a nice material. I like how they have a little flare going on. This, nope. Obviously with the crop top, it just really brings home like the low riseness. And I know a lot of people that wear low rise don't necessarily then wear a crop top, but I really wanted to like give a shot to this outfit because it is really what I envision when I think of low rise jeans. I feel like an adult trying to pretend to be a teenager. I don't even like know where to put my hands. Alrighty, so I have tried everything on and I still hate low-rise jeans. I'm happy I tried it. I haven't put on a pair of low-rise jeans since I was a teenager. Honestly, altogether, I had a lot of fun with this video. Obviously, most of them didn't work out, which I feel like it really shows, like, I guess when you have an insight about your wardrobe and, you know, what clothing you have in your closet, and most of the trends in this video just don't go with my personal style, and that's totally okay. And it's just interesting that I technically already knew that, and that's why I didn't like the trends, because they wouldn't go with my personal style. And this video is obviously for like entertainment purposes. I'm not saying to go buy the trends that you hate, but maybe if you're able to try them on at the thrift store, like trying them on. You know, if you hate them, then you can just put them back. But if you end up loving them and you're like, wow, I want to have even like tried that. Which the tie halter top, like I've always been really interested about it, but I just didn't think it was going to go with my wardrobe. And now trying it, like I actually really like it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, all these items were secondhand. So if you do like thrifting and secondhand fashion, make sure to subscribe right down below and hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is AlexSunshine83. And I'll see you guys on Sunday with a brand new Sunday video. Enjoy life, be happy, and there'll be lots. Bye!